Hello internet friends, it's me, literalcream, and today I'm gonna show you my hamsters. We're gonna be cleaning one of their cages. And yes, I do have the coconut oil in my hair today. I currently have 3 hamsters. The most I've ever had at a time is 5. 3 of them have died. We've since gotten 1 more, so now we just have 3. This little guy behind me is Harambe. He is about 2 years old. I don't know exactly because we got him from Petco, which you shouldn't do. Adopt, don't shop. I have another hamster, Giuseppe. We're going to be cleaning his cage today, and he's a hairless hamster, my little naked man. And he is going to be 2 in 11 days. Never expected him to live that long because when I was researching into getting a hairless hamster, I read they have about half the life expectancy. They can't use aspen or tubes or wire cages, and I found ways to incorporate all of that into his setup. And he's gonna be 2 very shortly, and he has been getting a lot older. I can tell. I think he's blind in both eyes, but they can't see that good anyways. So the typical lifespan of a hamster is anywhere from a year to 2.5 years. So for him to be at 2 years old, that's amazing. The last hamster I have is Ethel. I adopted her from a shelter back in September, and she's gotten kind of fat. She's my chubby little girl. I had never had a girl hamster up until Agnes, which I got a couple years ago. I actually thought I had a hamster that was a female when I was a child. Named her Wendy. Only looking back now do I realize that Wendy was in fact a boy. Sorry. So Agnes was my first girl hamster that I ever had, and when she died I was sad because I missed having a lady around the house. So we adopted Ethel from a shelter. I drove a total of 3 hours to get her. Had to put in an application form, and she's really sweet. She's so cute, and she loves me. I say we have a special bond. So I'm going to show you all their cages. They're all custom built by yours truly. I'm always doing my best to improve them, expand them, meet each one of their needs, and I like to say that the hamsters are the ones that build the cage. I put in the work, but they tell me what they want, because through trial and error I just figure out what they like, and it's really incredible because each one likes different things. It's amazing if you just listen to them. And I'm so tired of everyone thinking that a hamster is just a goldfish with fur, because goldfish need a lot more than just a little bowl, and hamsters need a heck of a lot more than just a 10-gallon tank. The minimum size is a 40-gallon tank, and I'll show you what that is, but it's this big one back here. They do require quite a lot of work. There's no such thing as an easy pet. You should really get a pet thinking, how can I enrich this animal's life, not how can this animal enrich mine. Hamsters are obviously easier than a dog or a cat, but they're not easy. They're still an animal that you have to treat with respect and listen to their needs, and they require a lot of effort. I run a hamster Instagram, and everyone always tells me, oh, I would not want to clean that, or how long does it take you to clean that? And anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, depending on how much I want to do, what I want to change around. And since they're so large, I only need to clean them every month and a half. I'll spot clean when necessary. But think about it, putting in 2 hours every month and a half isn't a big deal at all. And that's just what you gotta do to give them a good life. Harambe, he's named after the gorilla. He's a tough little guy. Let me tell you, he's escaped out of this thing quite a few times, fallen to the ground, like 5 feet, still kicking. I always try to make it safe and secure, but hamsters will just, their goal is to escape, to find a way out, and no matter how hard you try, they'll find a way. Pretty much all the hamsters have escaped at one point, but we've always found them, so do my best here. I do my best. When we got him, he was actually sick, so we took him back to Petco, and they treated him, but then he got sick again, so we found out he was allergic to aspen. I actually gave him a little bit of aspen down below, and he seems okay with that. And then he ended up getting sick again. His whole eye turned red, and I'm pretty sure it's the same eye that the gorilla was shot in, so it's like, ooh, reincarnation. But Harambe definitely lives up to his name. I think he's about 2 years old, and he's been kicking. He's so vivacious, he runs all around, and he is always demanding more and more space. That's why he has such a huge enclosure. I like to expand them as much as possible. When one hamster dies, it's sad, but then I'm like, ooh, well, this one can get an even bigger house. I know that's a little morbid, but we're gonna be cleaning Giuseppe's today. For him, because he is a hairless hamster, I had trouble expanding his cage as much as I would like because he can't use tubes because he doesn't have fur, so he can't push himself through quite as easily. So expanding with tubes was out of the question. I ended up getting him a 40-gallon tank on the bottom, and I gave him 2 cage toppers, and it was good, but I wanted to do more, so I ended up giving him a tunnel maze, which he loves. I take a bunch of cardboard boxes, attach them, and then cover it with a layer of shavings. So he has an underground layer, then a top layer, and then he's got his toppers up top. And then I was able to give him 2 tubes that are just straight, they're wide, so it's not an issue. And I gave him actually his original setup, which is a 30-gallon, it's like 40 gallons, so he has about 100 gallons of space. Now these are just my estimates, I don't know exactly. And I'm really glad I was able to give that to him because he is getting quite old, a lot less active, and he's not using that addition quite as much, but he was using it, and I was glad that I could give that to him. So, okay, I think this is a good enough intro. I'm gonna show you all the hams. Alright, you guys, so this is Harambe's cage. Down below, he's got a sand pit. That was filled with corncob bedding, but he's messed it up a bit. I like to hide lots of treats down there for him to forage. He's got a ramp, and then that brings him up here where he's got 2 cage toppers that I attached, connected with a tube. And this was actually his original setup when we first got him. And I think this is about, that's 30 gallons, and I think that's about another 30, so like 60 gallons down there. Connects up through a tube. Here's his palace up top. I'll get to that in a minute. But here's his main area. This is an old bird cage that I repurposed. And down below, he's got a 40-gallon tank. Now this is hard to see. Here he's got like a burrow pit. It is hard to see with the glare, but he's got a shelf there so he can climb up and down, and a ladder, and his big wheel. He's got a platform underneath, which leads up here where he has 1 wheel, 2 wheels, a little coconut house, and he loves to sit in his timber hideaway. He's got some corncob bedding in that wicker basket thing. He's got food in a water bottle. Then we're gonna go up through this tube, which connects to his little metropolis up here. He loves to sleep in this one. It's his favorite. Should we wake him up? Hey, buddy. Hey, sleepyhead. Hi. Hey. Oh, there's Grumpy Face. Grumpy Face, I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone. I'll let you sleep. Oh, hello. Hi. Just me. Just me. Sorry. Hi, Grumpy. You'll go back to sleep. This is a maze by Habitrail, which he absolutely loves. He loves to hide things in it, specific corners. It's really amazing to see how he organizes everything. If he's down below here and I give him a treat, he just runs right up and puts it exactly where it needs to go. They're very smart. And I do have to say, I think Harambe is the most intelligent hamster out of all of them. And they're all wonderful, but he is just something else. He's got some tubes that connect up over here into this little thing. It's not too exciting, but he's always complaining that he doesn't have enough space, so I gave it to him, and then you can kind of see in the back there. I do my best to give him as many wide tubes as possible. Here's a full sweep of it. I think it's about 175 gallons of space. He's very happy. It's a good setup, and I do want to continue to expand it. Ideally, I'd like to make it go up and around. Oh, here's our hamster maze, which we let them run around, and sometimes we'll take that down. And yeah, okay, that's Harambe's setup. Hello, handsome boy. Okay, so here we've got Miss Ethel. She has a 40-gallon tank down below. I think that's a 10-gallon cage topper, and then here she's got another 10 gallons, so 40, 50, 60 in total. Now, don't worry, I've got a lot of plans for her in the future. She's kind of a funny hamster. She's very specific about what she likes. And I originally tried to give her a bigger setup with a bunch of tubes, but she just wouldn't do it. So I've got some good plans for an expansion in the future, but this is what she has so far. She's got a little sand bath, 11-inch wooden wheel. She's got some wooden bridges and little hideaway. She used to always sleep in there, but since I've given her the addition, she sleeps down there. So that's how you figure out what they like. That's her cage. We can't see her, but I'll insert a photo. And now Giuseppe is the one we're going to be cleaning today. Now originally I wanted to put the two cages next to each other, but someone didn't want me to do that, so it sticks out in the middle and whatever, it's okay. He won't be around too much longer, but you know, give him his best life while he's still here. So here he's got a 30-gallon tank, and then it's like a 12-inch wheel because we're out of the 11 ones, but he really likes that. Down below he's got a box that he can hide in. I always buy new shoes just so I can give him the boxes. I'm just kidding, but they do love shoe boxes, especially Seppe. He goes crazy for corn. Give him a corn cob and he just takes all the pieces off and puts them where they go. So those are all done by him. He did another one last night. This is little Seppe shack, which he's had for a really long time. He had a big tunnel tube down below. That's where he sleeps all the way through there. A big sand pit, and that's what we're working with. This is the inside. We're gonna wake up the naked man. Okay, where's my grumpy man? Where's my Oh! Oh, look at all your corn. Hi. Hey. Oh. Oh, there's my grumpy old man. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Okay, I'll go put you in the place. He's got a big ugly mole on his chin. I'm gonna pull it off. Would it hurt if I pulled it off? Would you yell at me? I won't pull it off. Can't pull it off? I said, no, that's my mole I grew myself. That's my mole I grew myself. You want to eat the hamster. You say, that would be nice in my belly. Alright, all emptied out. What are we gonna do today? I don't know, but we gotta make it senior ham accessible. Alright, this is the base for where he's gonna sleep. And then I gave him a little section because he likes to have a bathroom and a place to store his food, so that's that. Okay, so he's gonna have a mixed media section. He's got sand and corn cob bedding and coconut fibers. Okay, so this is gonna be where he sleeps. He's got some Carefresh and Aspen, a little bit of alfalfa to keep it smelling fresh, and this little bathroom box, food storage, whatever he chooses to do with it. And just a little bit of fleece for some added insulation because he is a naked man. And that's gonna be the entryway. Okay, here's the setup for his little tunnel house this week. Okay, that's where he sleeps. And it connects into this almond milk carton. There's a hole in there which connects into this shoebox, and then it also connects to this raisins can, so he's got an entrance there and an entrance there. Sometimes he'll block up an entrance if I give him too many, but we'll see how he does. Okay, I went ahead and gave him another milk carton and another little addition that just has one entrance, because I'm trying to make it easier for him to access because he is an old man ham. So we're not doing anything too extravagant this week. Okay, I think we're all set down below. I hope I've made a slope that he can maneuver. I gave him a big sand pit. He's got one tunnel entrance there. And then the other tunnel entrance is buried under that. You can't even really see the boxes, but they do connect back there. And he's got a big bowl of corncob bedding to play in, and I think he will be very happy. I've scattered some treats and food about for him to find. Oh, sorry for waking you, Mr. Grumpy, Mr. Old Man Ham. Let's see how you maneuver. I know you're grumpy because I woke you up and you're having a good nap. Oh, that's a good yoga drop. Oh, another one. Yeah. Oh, yummy. Gonna save those for later. Gonna save them for later. Let's see how you do. It's a new setup. Oh, he's gonna go down. Oh, he did it. You're doing it. You come around. Little old man filled up those pouches. Ooh, getting some good snacks. Don't fall off. Don't do it. Gotta do it. Oh. Ooh, is that a big bowl of corn cob, Benny? You gonna take baths in there? Keep your skin nice and soft and supple. Ooh. Alright, here is the final completed setup. So I tried to make this ramp a little bit easier. Same with this section up here. He hasn't been using this too much, but it's there if he wants to. And I moved his little Seppe shack down below, so he's got one entrance and two entrances. And right now he's napping in the big shack. And that's his house. And he's a very happy ham.